A warm hello and welcome. I'm Coach Ray, your go-to for narration and conversations on topics that keep you alive and well-ish. Follow me for practical tips, expert insight, and motivational stories to help you build a better life. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be reading the article that I wrote titled, Gotta Play Again, How Pokémon Can Improve Our Well-Being. Quick question before we start. When was the last time you actually played? Not scrolled, not multitasked, not half-watched something in the background, but really played. If you grew up with Pokémon, you might remember that becoming the very best was never about spreadsheets or optimization. It was about exploration, curiosity, trial and error, and a whole lot of wandering in tall grass. Somewhere between adulthood, responsibilities, and productivity culture, many of us stopped playing, and we didn't even realize it was happening. Today, I'm going to talk about why play still matters for adults, what Pokemon games and stories can teach us about growth and well-being, and how to relearn to play in a way that actually feels possible. Are you ready? Let's dive in.
Find a Pokemon, Pokemon, Pika, Bulbasaur.
If you grew up enjoying Pokemon, you wanted to be the very best, like no one there ever was. The games, the series, and the movies all tell the same story. You travel across the land, searching far and wide. You train, you battle, you gotta catch them all. But catching Pokemon isn't the whole point. It's the game we love to play that truly gives the story and adventure their meaning. Yet, somewhere between leveling up our resumes and perfecting our couch dents, a lot of us forgot how to engage in active, intentional play. And no, scrolling on your phone doesn't count. While it may not be our destiny to become Pokemon trainers, most of us have bills to pay, let's talk about why play still matters for adults of any age and how games like Pokemon can improve our well-being. In the world of Pokemon, there's a big difference between battling with your Pokemon and reading about them in your guidebook. One is information, the other is an experience. It's what you can do, what you're capable of, and who you might become when you actually try. That's the difference between active and passive play. Active play is participatory. You're doing, not just absorbing. You're making choices. You respond, you adapt. This kind of play can look like moving your body, creating something that didn't exist before, playing games that require strategy, imagination, or social interaction, just like Pokemon, role play, improvisation, or curiosity-driven exploration. Active play is what happens when you step into the tall grass. It's uncertain, it's a little risky, and it's where you're actively involved in the outcome. Passive play is consumption-based. You're receiving stimulation, but you're not shaping it. Nothing is required of you beyond minimal attention. This often looks like watching TV or YouTube, scrolling social media, playing games on autopilot while half disassociated, rereading the same comfort content for you or your child without any engagement, or holding the dog toy and moving it just enough to count, but not actually playing tug. And trust me, your dog knows the difference. Passive play can be soothing, and that's not inherently bad. Like checking the Pokédex, it's useful at times. But if that's all you do, you're never going to go into the arena beyond the screen. You miss out on the growth, the joy, and the connection that can only come from actually stepping into a game with a heart so true. Research across psychology and neuroscience consistently links active, social, and creative play to improved learning, emotional regulation, and cognitive flexibility. In fact, active play helps reduce stress and protect against burnout by supporting healthier regulation of stress hormones, such as cortisol, and our stress response. It improves cognitive flexibility and creative problem solving by engaging in mental mood switching that helps us adapt, generate options, and try new strategies. It strengthens emotional regulation and resilience because it gives your brain low-stake reps at handling uncertainty, frustration, and recovery. It builds social bonds and trust, since playful interaction is one of the most reliable ways humans and other mammals practice connection, cooperation, and repair. And it boosts motivation and learning because playful states recruit many of the same brain systems involved in curiosity, reward, memory, and iteration. Play lights up overlapping pathways with learning and innovation. In other words, play helps your brain evolve no matter your age. No one wakes up at age 27 and decides, "Today I shall abandon joy and give up on all fun." It usually happens gradually. A few common culprits include productivity culture. We were taught that if something doesn't produce money, status, or measurable outcomes, it's wasted time. Play becomes suspicious unless it could be monetized or optimized. Fear of looking silly. Play requires vulnerability. Adults are conditioned to avoid embarrassment, messiness, and not being good at things immediately. Just keep in mind that even some legendary Pokémon start at level 1. Exhaustion. When living life turns into survival mode, we're talking work, bills, caretaking, repeat, play starts to feel like a luxury instead of a necessity. Ironically, this is when we need to prioritize play and nurse joy, not just grin and bear it. Substituting dopamine. Passive entertainment gives us those quick hits of stimulation without much effort. It's like feeding your Pokémon rare candies instead of letting them battle. It may be convenient, but it's not always the most effective way to grow if your goal is real progress. Relearning play as an adult isn't about having fun correctly. It's about permission, intention, and experimentation. Here are some simple ways to start. First, choose play that uses your body. Walk without a destination. Consider downloading and playing Pokémon Go. Dance badly on purpose. Try climbing, swimming, or throwing things. Do movement that feels playful, not punishing. Make something useless on purpose. Doodle. Build something wobbly. Write a story that no one will see. Sing, even if you're bad. Play with other humans. Board games, tabletop RPGs, or party games. Improv or role play. Friendly competitions or low-stakes team sports. Shared curiosity. Learn something new and maybe a little weird together. Add intention. Passive play becomes active when you choose it consciously. Try to be fully present, even during ordinary moments like family dinner or walking your dog. Ask yourself, am I engaging or am I numbing? Is this restoring me or just filling space? Sometimes resting is the right move. Even Pokémon need to visit the center every now and then. Reframe play as training. You're not being unproductive. You're training creativity, resilience, presence, and small moments of happiness. Basically, if it feels like training for a battle at your favorite gym, you're doing it right. In the Pokémon games and stories, growth comes from exploration, connection, trial and error, and maybe a little chaos along the way. The games don't reward perfection, they reward participation. Humans, even once we're old enough to become professors, aren't that different. If you're feeling stuck, burnt out, or disconnected, the answer probably isn't another productivity hack. It might be something simpler and braver, reconnecting to the kind of play that asks you to show up, experiment, and stay curious. Step into the tall grass, play on purpose, see what you evolve into. Trust me, it's time. We all gotta play again. You just listened to me read the article that I wrote titled "Gotta Play Again: How Pokémon Can Improve Our Well-Being." Thanks for spending time with me today. If you're ready, I'd love for you to sit with one question. Where could play show up again in your life in a small but real way? It doesn't have to be dramatic, no gym badges are required, just curiosity, intention, and maybe a willingness to step into the tall grass once in a while. If you enjoyed this, feel free to like the video, share it with someone who might need permission to play again, or leave a comment telling me what play looks like for you right now, or what you miss. Remember, all of this, it's not about reaching a destination. The game was never about perfection. It's about enjoying the beautiful messiness of life and finding joy along the way. Take what you need from this, leave the rest, and until next time, play well.